This is regarding the Nvidia snub of Micron for Samsung and SK Hynix. Rising demand for artificial intelligence hardware is reshaping the high bandwidth memory, or HBM, market. This gives South Korea's leading chip makers an edge in supplying critical components for next generation AI processors. Samsung, which some of you might trade, SSNLF, it's an OTC stock, and SK Hynix have secured the role of exclusive suppliers of sixth generation high bandwidth memory for Nvidia's next flagship AI accelerator, Vera Rubin. This is according to industry officials. The decision gives the two South Korean chip makers an advantage in the completion for premium AI memory chips, putting them ahead of Micron Technologies in supplying components for NVIDIA's next generation AI hardware. That is reported by the Korea Economic Daily. AI-driven demand is reshaping the HBM market, with major chip makers competing to supply next generation HBM for advanced AI processors. Samsung has begun mass production of its HBM4 AI memory chips and is reportedly negotiating prices of about $700 per unit, roughly 20 to 30% higher than the previous generation, reflecting strong demand in a tight supply for the AI memory market. The company is trying to regain momentum after initially trailing SK Hynix, while both firms compete to supply NVIDIA for its next generation Vera Rubin AI platform. Our industry reports indicate NVIDIA plans to source most of its HBM4 supply from SK Hynix and Samsung, with SK Hynix expected to provide about 70% and Samsung about 30%, while Micron has struggled to meet the stricter technical requirements. The surge in AI chip demand, supported by orders from companies such as Meta, is strengthening pricing power for HBM suppliers and driving broader gains in the memory market, including DRAM, which is used in smartphones and PCs. Now, this will be very interesting to see how it affects Micron. I know Micron probably, I would guess based on our group here, that Micron is probably the most frequently traded of these memory names. I would say it either has to be this or SanDisk. This news kind of reads poorly here for Micron. The chart here, not great either. Sure looks like we have a near-term downtrend, and now we have a rollover past a previous breakout level, as well as coughing up the support at the 50-day moving average. So I'd be curious to know if any of you folks, or maybe not if, where you folks think that this memory market as a whole is going, but I think that the focus here is going to be on Micron. To me, I would be unsurprised if this pulled back to a $300 level. That's going to be right around the 100-day. All of these, you guys don't need me to tell you, all of these stocks made a huge move higher, a little bit of a regression back to the mean, probably not the end of the world here, but we'll see how it all shakes out.